Steve Spurrier used to say it all the time about recruiting. We've got the 20th best class in the college football, but it's 10th or 11th in the SEC. Welcome to the schedule rankings as well, Mr. Will Muschamp. In your first season as South Carolina head coach, this is what you deal with. It's the 10th most difficult schedule in the SEC. It's the 17th most difficult schedule in all of college football. We've got a 9-point system. Check out the first video. All right, for South Carolina, who do they play out of conference? East Carolina, fairly difficult opponent out of the American Athletic Conference. The Pirates usually a postseason team with 9 or 10 wins. Last season, 5-7, with new head coach Scotty Montgomery in play this year. They also have dates against UMass, October 22nd, Western Carolina, and the dominance in the Palmetto State series has swung from South Carolina with their 11-win teams just a few years ago all the way to Clemson, with the Tigers winning last season and primed to continue dominance in the series. So you got to face arguably the best team in college football, certainly a top 5 to 10 squad in Clemson, last game of the season. All right, elsewhere for South Carolina, stands out is the Western Division games. They get a fairly light touch, and this is relatively speaking because everybody's good in the Western Division. They've got Texas A&M and Mississippi State. So no Alabama, Ole Miss, LSU. They've got Texas A&M, the big wild card, I believe, in the Western Division, and Mississippi State, most likely, possibly with Auburn as well, the two weakest squads in the other division. For South Carolina, they've got most of the difficult games spread out, except for a difficult stretch with Tennessee, Missouri, Florida. That's the most difficult gauntlet we could find. So South Carolina, difficult schedule, 17th in the country, because Mississippi State, Texas A&M, Georgia, Tennessee, Florida, Clemson, but they're all spread out. That's the most difficult stretch starting October 29th, Vols, Tigers, Gators. South Carolina, Will Muschamp, you've got to deal with the 17th most difficult schedule in college football, but it's only number 10 or the 5th weakest in the SEC. South Carolina fans need to hear from you now on Mark Rogers TV.